Hi, this is John Dreyer for Fender University. Fender offers many different options on pickguards and parts kits to either replace damaged or worn out parts, or for those who simply want to change to a new color. You can swap out a pickguard on any Fender instrument, and here's how you do it. Let's go step by step and swap out this Strats white parts to black. I've chosen to switch over to black, but you can go with tortoiseshell, black pearl, or any of the other colors that Fender offers. So you'll need to remove your strings, which I've already done. I want to suggest that you remove the knobs first while the pickguard is still locked down. They're easier to remove that way. Most won't come off just by using your hand, so I suggest using a thin cloth or a rag that you can wrap under and around the knob so you don't damage the knob. Next, I want to pull the switch cap. Then I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the pickguard screws and put them aside somewhere safe. Okay, so now that the pickguard is free, you can lift it up and take a look at the back side. You should make a note of how everything is positioned and try not to touch or move any of the wires. It's a good idea to lay down a cloth on the face of the guitar and do these next steps with the pickguard laying flat. Let's tackle this first pickup. Loosen or back off each screw until the pickup is free. You should keep one hand underneath to catch the rubber tubing or spring spacers. Set them aside. Now repeat for the next two pickups. Now let's move on to the pots. Unscrew the top nut, and again, you should keep one hand underneath to catch any of the washers that might be on the pot. Remove all three pots, being sure to save all hardware. Now you can remove the two screws that are holding the switch. The pickguard should now freely lift up and the electronics should be in place, and I'll need to remove the rubber tubing and the screws for the new pickguard. First, I want to swap out the pickup covers. I'm going to take the white ones off and put the black ones on. Next, I want to install all of the pickup screws into the new pickguard and replace all of the rubber tubing on each screw. And now I want to lay the new black pickguard on the body, and again, everything should be in place. Okay. And now I'm ready to attach each of the pickups. We can worry about the correct pickup height later. I just want to get them attached for right now. Let's do the pots next. Replace the washers, if any. Position each pot through the holes in the pickguard, and then replace the nut and lock it down. Make sure the pots are all positioned in the same manner as they were. I'm going to go ahead and lock down the nuts. Lastly, replace the 5-way switch. Lock it down and cap it with the new black switch cap. And finally, it's time to reattach the new plastic black knobs. I want to make sure the pots are all maxed out, turned all the way up. Now for proper alignment of the numbers on the knobs, I want to go by my volume knob here. So when I put this onto the pot, I want to align the number 10 with the pickup height screw that's closest to it on the bridge. So line that up and press down. And then for the next two, I'm just going to align the word tone with the word volume in the same direction. And they should just slip on like that. And there you go. Okay, this next step is a little tricky. You want to position the loaded pickguard over the body, line everything up, and make sure all wires go back into the cavities of the body and don't get crimped. And if everything is lined up correctly, it'll go right into place. Just take it slow and don't force anything. You'll get it, just take your time. So one of the very last things you want to do, now that everything is in place, the pickguard is screwed down, you can go ahead and remove the plastic from the new pickguard. Now that I have the pickguard screwed down, I can turn this over and replace the white back plate with the black one. Go ahead and remove these 6 screws and replace with the black one. All right. Beautiful. And now you're ready to restring. And for more information on setting the correct pickup height, you can visit fender.com/university.